Spielberg, is it working? Welcome everybody. Come on, it's like Bramall Lane in here. Come on.
Come on.
For those of you that's new, we do this every month, although we haven't done this since November, have we?
No.
We had a break at Christmas, and in that 2-month period, I think my wardrobe has shrunk. I couldn't even have a sandwich this morning. I couldn't get anything else in. I think I need a new wardrobe.
Knocking round with me, that. Knocking round with me, mate.
I need a new wardrobe, I think. And another special day, 31st of January, shall be ever known as Keith Day.
It's not Friday.
Keith Day.
Not only has he got 5 certificates to present, it's also his 18-month clean. So, and we've got a 2-year as well.
Hey.
And we've got certificates to present for Joe and Johnny's self-discovery.
Hey.
It was so easy to say lived experience. I can't read Brian's writing.
I'd scribble it out.
Yeah. So, without further ado, I will hand you over to Keith.
On Keith Day.
He put his best tracksuit on today.
Shut up, Dan. It's not about on what's on the outside, it's what's on the in, isn't it, Dave?
Yeah, Greece. All Greg's on inside.
If we're fucking done, we'll get on with it now, yeah? Chapter 7, page 89, working with others. Practical experience shows that nothing will so much ensure immunity from drinking as intense work with other alcoholics or addicts, in my case. It works when other activities fail. This is our 12th suggestion. Carry the message to other addicts. You can help when no one else can. You can secure their confidence when others fail. Remember, they are very ill. Life will take on a new meaning. To watch people recover, to see them help others, and to watch loneliness vanish. To see a fellowship grow up about you, to have a host of friends, sort of. This is you're not mine either. Newsflash. Yeah. This is an experience you must not want to miss. We know you will not want to miss it. Frequent contact with newcomers and with each other is the bright spot of our lives. So the 12 steps, my favourite step. Those who know it, it's my favourite, absolute favourite. It gives me a sense of purpose and wholeness to see a newcomer get something out of recovery. And I just can't really put it out into words how proud I am of every single one of you that I've took through the steps, past and present, and others I've seen go through the programme, my sponsees, succeed in their recovery. So, first things first then, right. So this guy, I knew him from the last time he was in, and it took a bit more field work and an extra class A added into the mix to find out that he were absolutely fucked. But nevertheless, I've got quite a soft spot for this guy. I used to go to a lot of meetings with him. He was there early on in my recovery, and when he came back, I could see how fucked he were. He came in on a methadone script, and he had to get off of that. And then we started the programme together, and it's just a totally different version of this guy I've seen now from what I could see from the first time. I think he genuinely wants recovery. He's come back off a relapse, and he's not done everything the same. The old behaviours aren't there. He's trying new things. He goes to a food bank every week, which I think it's absolutely marvellous, that, Mark, I really do, mate, and the other lads who go there. That church that you go to do that, it's very close to my heart, so it's appreciated. So we did his step work. You know, we got you through as quick as we could, Mark, and you put the work in. And it was a brilliant experience. And I hope you're going to stick around, mate. I really do. Come and get your certificate. For you. Someone's got a book for you.
I believe somebody's got a book for you.
Lindsay, somewhere.
Who's got this book?
Cheers, mate. Cheers for that. I just want to say thank you for this second chance. Obviously, this time when I come in, I never thought I'd be addicted to heroin, but I was shooting it up. It was different from last time. I was just alcohol, maybe a bit of crack, but this time was a lot worse. But the first time that I did it, I just kind of like shunned everything off. I was just ticking boxes. You know what I mean? I wasn't giving up my 100%, but this time I believe that I have done. And I hope it continues with my journey. That's it.
Cheers, Copper Top. Right, this guy, it seems a long time ago when I took him through the programme. So it's well before Christmas, this. And I could just vaguely remember, you said to me one day, didn't you, Dave, can you take this guy through the steps? I don't think I'd actually met you at this point. So I said, yeah, never always up for helping anyone. And I'm glad I did, because it was such a good experience taking you through the steps. And I can remember, this is the most profound memory I've got. We were sat doing steps 1, 2 and 3 in the, well, it's now the CIC office. And something happened from then. It's what we call in the book a spiritual sort of experience or awakening. And your attitude just totally changed, and you're still here now. You know, and you sign up for everything in here, and you know you seize every opportunity that's given to you. And I've got a lot of admiration from you, even though you're from Barnsley.
Whoa.
Yeah, especially you. Right. But I think you're one of them, which is unfortunately is a minority who sticks about, and that's a good thing, because from what I've noticed is the people that stay connected with this place are the ones who make it. So it's been an absolute pleasure, and I look forward to carrying on working with you. Jamie, come and get your certificate.
Somebody's got a book for you, mate. Who's got a book for him?
Me.
Come on, Chris, this speech, bro.
Well done, mate. Yeah, just obviously I helped him get in here, and I think he's absolutely smashing. I got this sign, so I'll look after it. I had to lay that on while Tuesdays.
Right, keep it short and sweet, like, cause, like, going home, like, I might be here till about 5 o'clock today when we're talking. Yeah, I came in a bit, like, my self-confidence was a bit down, but with Jacob and that, and everybody just made me feel like welcome, and I just want to say big sorry to me, like my mum and my sister, so I put them through, and I've seen a massive change in my son, and yeah, that's it. I just want to say thank you to everybody, yeah, mate. So.
Right, I'm sorry to break up Keith Day.
Yeah.
Little anecdote on this lad. I remember when this lad first come in, and somebody said, "Oh, he's fetched his own boots." So I thought, well, he must be good at footy then, and you know, he is pretty good.
Just came with
Yeah.
books.
In the summer of 22 when we won the Caldwell Cup, sweet days. But obviously, as we all know, it's not Scargie's first innings at the crease. And on other occasions, I went back to the pavilion, as we sometimes do, and probably in the clubhouse. But it's like I try and drill it into any sponsee. You got to live by 10, 11, and 12. And this is the steps. It's just a start. You know, Keith quoted the book. I'd like to quote Winston Churchill when we beat the Germans at El Alamein. The first time we beat them, and everyone thought it were all over, the war were over, but it weren't. But he said, "This is not the end. This is not the beginning of the end. It's the end of the beginning." That's all this is. But it's a good start, because there'll be more battles coming. But you should have the tools to be able to see them through. So I'm proud to give you this, because you're a great lad. Come on, Scar.
But yeah, no, I've got to have to go on
Yes,
TikTok next
yes,
week as
but
well.
That's what tenner off me for my own book.
Got to say, it's coming here and took my top spot as footballer. But yeah, everyone listens to him in the morning meeting when he says stuff. I think you've got wisdom sometimes, Scargill, and you know you're a boy, man. Everyone loves you. So yeah, it isn't on you. All the best.
Yeah, I am practiced a speech all out, so it's my third time in here. First 2 times went wrong, so I was trying to do it my own way. Doing it how I wanted to do it. Wanted to stop using drugs, but then thought I could drink. Getting involved in relationships with females, thinking that I'd sort me out, and that went wrong as well. So this time round, I've just come in with a different attitude, doing what's suggested, listening to everybody, taking everything on board and stuff like that, and my head. And well, yeah, it's the best place I've been in a very long time. So I owe a lot to this place. Thank you for having me back for the third time and all that. And at last, yeah. Thank you, everybody. Cheers.
Come on, Keith.
We've got another reading, Keith.
Oh, I was thinking about it. I'll read it, yeah? Right, page 180, Dr. Bob's Nightmare. That was June the 10th, 1935, and that was my last drink. As I write, nearly 4 years have passed. The question which might naturally come into your mind would be, what did that man do or say that was different from what others had done or said? It must be remembered that I had read a great deal and talked to everyone who knew or thought they knew anything about the subject of alcoholism or addiction. But this was a man who had experienced many years of frightful drinking, who had most all the drunkard's experiences known to man, but who had been cured by the very means I had been trying to employ. That is to say, the spiritual approach. He gave me the information about the subject of alcoholism, which was undoubtedly helpful. Of far more importance was the fact that he was the first living human with whom I had ever talked who knew what he was talking about in regard to alcoholism from actual experience. In other words, he taught my language. He knew all the answers, and certainly not because he had picked them up in his reading. I think that's very profound, that. It takes another addict to know another addict. You know, it's a lived experience thing, and it's an experience I won't expect my worst enemy to go through. It's now I've pulled myself out of hell, it's my job to try and help others get out of it as well. And it's something you can't read in textbooks or go to university for, I think. So, without further ado. Right, so this certificate here, it were kicked about from pillar to post a bit. His first sponsor, unfortunately, is not with us now. He's not dead, he's out in madness.
Might as well be.
Yeah, might as well be, yeah. So, when I took him on, he'd been here a while, and obviously he's not been able to have the privileges of other people who've got through the programme earlier than him. The main one being the solution, getting into a solution. And then there's the other things like not being able to go on home leave, etc. as well, which tie in, but mainly the solution. But he had a lot of patience, this guy, and at first, you know, we kept hearing his name in office, in morning meetings, when we obviously talk about you lads, and he were a bit of a pantomime villain in here, and he were treading on thin ice at one point, but now it's a total opposite to that. You know, I think he's an advocate for recovery. He's always trying, and he comes and sees me regular with his inventories, as do a lot of my other sponsees, but he's doing what's suggested, and it's showing in the way he is. So it's been an absolute pleasure, Joe, to be working with you, mate. You know, and it's a pleasure that we can hopefully carry on to work. Can get your certificate, Joe. Anytime, mate, anytime. Someone got a book for him?
Always got a book for him.
Big Mitch. Nice one, Joe.
Yeah, I've watched this guy grow over the past few months. One thing I can say about him, what I've learnt about him, is a guy steadfast. He might have triggered a lot of people in his early days, but that's because he's not false, you know. He's unapologetically and authentically himself, even when he is having packs of butter on him, you know what I mean? But you're smashing it, mate.
Cheers,
And
Mitch.
it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, I've not organised a speech or anything. I'd just like to say thank you. I'm very grateful for Reflections and the opportunity. Tried countless things to get sober in the past. I've paid for like therapy, psychedelic therapy in Portugal. That didn't work. Paid for counselling. That didn't work. And in the last 10 years, I probably haven't gone more than a week without a mind-altering substance. So coming here and doing like 70 days what I'm on now, it's like I wouldn't have dreamt of it. So without this place, I'd have been screwed. So yeah, thanks to Reflections and everyone who's made it possible.
Right, this next certificate, I was, it was just before Christmas when I went on staff meal. He come in straight on release from prison, and we were a bit short on sponsors at the time in sponsor group. We got quite a few new guys in, and we knew this one were going to be a bit more challenging, so he handed to me. I don't know why, because I'm probably the stupidest in here, you know what I mean? I just started to just winging it on her. But he get him, basically Dave passed him to me, and we did his best, didn't we, Wayne? And at first, mate, I've never really told you this, but I were a bit apprehensive. I thought, because of how institutionalised that you were going to be from jail and how set in your ways that you possibly could be, that step 5 were going to be a fucking struggle. But boy, were I wrong. I can tell you want this, you know, and you make me very proud, Wayne, that it don't matter how old you are, it's still never too late to change your life. And I just want to say your missus would be very proud of you today. And it's an absolute honour and a privilege to give you this, mate. So come and get your certificate, please. Same.
Think somebody's got a book for you, mate.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, nice one, man. Yeah, I just want to say you're a pleasure to be around and that, and I'm glad you've met you and that, and just keep on doing what you're doing, mate. You're smashing it.
Nice one,
Cheers.
Rob. Thank you.
Well, right, I hadn't prepared a speech or out like that, but Jacob's rocked me out a little bit there, you know what I mean? So, but I'll keep it short and sweet. Basically, I owe my life to Reflections, and that's from in here, you know what I mean? I reckon I'd have been in a box next to our lass if it weren't for this place, you know what I mean, and getting the opportunity. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to all you lads.
Last but not least, this guy, I actually pursued to be a sponsor, didn't I? I did. Because it says in the book, well, let me just find the right page. Rarely have we seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our path. Those who do not recover are people who cannot or will not completely give themselves to this simple programme, usually men and women who are constitutionally incapable of being honest with themselves. There are such unfortunates, but they're not at fault. They seem to have been born that way. They are naturally incapable of grasping and developing a manner of living which demands rigorous honesty. Their chances are less than average. Now, this bit applies for me and you, Brandon, yeah? What's coming up now? There are those too who suffer from grave emotional and mental disorders, but many of them do recover if they have the capacity to be honest. Now, you should probably tell we've both got ADHD.
Get away.
And I thought, my thinking behind... Yeah, you won't think it, would you? You won't think it. Definitely not me, anyway. But right, back to the subject. I thought I could bring to the table, I managed to get well, you know, and I've got underlying problems as well, much like you have. But I managed to get well because I had a capacity to get honest with myself. And I thought that experience, my experience, would benefit you, which I think I made the right decision. It has, because you're still here and I can't see you going anywhere anytime soon. It was an absolute pleasure working with you, and you always get 100% all the time. I've noticed you sign up to absolutely everything we've got on offer here, but most importantly, you do what's suggested in this book, and you see me almost every day with questions about it, and I hope we can continue to work with each other. Come and get your certificate, Randy.
Think someone's got a book for you, mate?
All I want to say really is the difference I've seen in you from when you first came in. Obviously, you got yourself in a bit of a clique, but you're doing a lot better now with your recovery. And also, the pain that you went through with your breakup, instead of doing what you usually did, well, what we all usually do, is getting off your face. You use that pain to fly through your recovery, mate, and I'm just proud of you for that. Cheers, man.
Yeah, well, I think for me, my original dream was that fucking dealer got out of bed, do you know what I mean? And when he said 10 minutes, you were 5, but it never fucking happened. Obviously, that's changed now. Obviously, lads know me with cocaine and that here. I was absolutely obsessed with my fucking life. And I put myself through a lot of fucking shit through it, and I've been to rehab, I've done all these sorts of like psychiatrists and all sorts, put my mum and dad, my brother, everyone through hell, and it's just been a fucking nightmare. But since I come here, I went all to reflection, because I never thought me and cocaine could fucking change. But yeah, thanks to you all anyway. Thank you for changing my life, really appreciate it. Cheers.
Well done, everybody, and Ryan alluded to it. Just because you've got your certificate don't mean it's done. You've got to do this now for the rest of your life. Every day, every morning, every night. Inventory, meditating, all of it. Yeah, the lot. Yeah. So I will hand you over to Joe now for a. I'll let you tell him what it is, Joe. My mouth won't say it.
Self-discovery.
Yeah, I can't. That bit there because it's crossed it out, looks. Yeah.
Keith got it wrong.
Keith got it wrong.
It's not my fault, Joe.
Need a step. Morning, everyone. So, when you've gone through the 12 steps and you're in blue at reflections, it's time for a bit more. It's time to take a few more layers off, so you kind of you know how to stay clean and sober. You need to start looking at yourself. So for the past 3 months, myself and JT have been working on a course called Self-Discovery with some of the blues. So they've all set themselves individual goals. We worked on things like the stress response when you get quite distressed, the 5 Fs. We worked on the nervous system. We even showed them how you develop little habits with takeaways and shopping and trainers, looking at various people around the room. We talked about self-care, we talked about self-love. We were just trying to build a better connection to self, which is what you need, because when you've got that strong connection with yourself, you don't really worry about what anybody else is thinking. So first of all, I'd like to ask Tyler and Mason to come up and get your certificates. So they both think that they're going to sit down, but they're actually going to talk, so you can talk to the camera.
Mason.
So I wanted to bring both of them up because they didn't do the whole course. They did the first round of lived experience,
Yes.
where they used a therapeutic timeline. So Tyler, can you tell everyone what a timeline is?
Essentially, it's just going through all the significant events in your life, or for me it was anyway, was the significant events in your life and seeing what brought me up to, you know, addiction and what led me to this moment.
And then what we did from there, we did a recovery timeline. Will you tell them what that is?
Yeah, that's just basically starting from when you come into recovery to like where you are now, just like everything you've achieved and done, like been in recovery really.
So what these guys did was they came and helped us with the course and supported everybody in doing their timeline. So I just wanted to say a big thank you to both of you. So well done. So we've got a certificate for Roland. I'm talking to the camera because he's not here. So Roland set himself a goal to be more structured. So he was very good at having lots of tasks left open but not finishing them. So he set himself a goal and it was really difficult for Roland. He's quite a logical kind of person and this was all about feelings. And it was quite challenging, but he showed up every week and he embraced it and he smashed his goal. So I just wanted to say well done. Sorry you can't be here. So just wanted to shout out to a few people. So JJ started the course with us, but then things changed for him. So he was doing a course on immigration law, and then he realised that he needed 5 years experience to be able to pursue that career. So he changed his path, and now he's doing an electrician's course. And he's actually just got his own flat, and he can't be here today. But again, really proud of you, JJ. So well done. Also wanted to say, well, shout out to Sid, because you started the course and then obviously you moved on from Reflections, and you've had a really tough time lately, and I just wanted to say I'm really proud of how you've hung in there, and I'm sorry if I'm upsetting you, but it was still worth a mention because you're doing amazing. Okay, love you, man. Last shout out before I hand the certificates are for Danny Harry. So he came to the Boundaries group because we thought that would be relevant for him, and he liked it that much that he just great crashed the next 3 Monday afternoons, didn't he? But then obviously he's fighting his cancer, he's doing his chemo, and he's decided to go back to Scunthorpe. So another shout out to Danny. Keep fighting the fight. Okay, so Des, can you come up and get your certificate, please? So Des set a goal to be able to tell his story with more confidence, and he's already done that in Reflections. Have you done it at a group yet?
I haven't done it outside of Reflections yet.
So what were your favourite part of the group, and what did you learn about yourself?
My favourite part was the timeline. I think when you come in Reflections and you think, like you talk about trauma, and I think a lot of us think I haven't really had any trauma and stuff like that, but when you actually document it and write it down, you can. Well, I saw a lot of things. I wrote both good and bad things, just to help me see any patterns in my behaviour and when I used more and less and stuff like that. The timeline was the favourite, but I did enjoy the hypnotherapy as well. I didn't really know what to expect. I still don't even think it's what I envisaged initially, but my head was proper clear when we were doing that hypnotherapy.
Cool. Well, you've absolutely smashed it.
Yeah,
So give us a
cheers.
hug. Well done. Darren Bell, come up and get your certificate.
Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome. So Darren set himself a goal to work on being good enough. He's a bit of a perfectionist, our dad, aren't you?
Yeah, I like to be perfect. Yeah.
And he kind of did that last week when he passed his driving test with no minors. Tell me, what did you learn about yourself on the course?
Well, self-discovery. I had to, I came into recovery 22 months ago off a 40-year drink and drug addiction. And so when I come into recovery, I had to put drink and drugs down, obviously, and then I had to work on myself. I had to rediscover myself. Yeah, I've learnt a lot. The boundaries, I've got boundaries now. I was always the people pleaser, but I've got boundaries now. The hypnotherapy was good until I felt sick at the end of it. But yeah, I've had to rediscover myself. This is the 5th college course, I've done in 22 months. I left school at 13, I was in Borstal at 13, I left school at 13, 14, no exams or nothing. So since I've been in recovery, I've done 5 college courses and perfectly smashed them all. Yeah, so, yeah, thank you. Cheers, everyone.
JT, come and get your certificate. You. JT has co-facilitated the course as well, but he's participated, which is why he's got a certificate. He will be up here next time when we do the next round, giving certificates out. So JT's goal was to take more care of himself. Where are we at with that?
Well, in January of hell.
Fair to say.
Yeah, kept getting bugs and things like that. But yeah, doing good.
His
Yeah.
favourite part, he was really looking forward to the hypno and he hated it. Absolutely hated it, didn't you? You were so resistant.
Yeah.
But he just had too much going on and he just couldn't do it at that time. But how are you doing with the self-care?
A lot better.
That's the focus, isn't it, for the future?
Yeah.
And I just
Yeah.
wanted to say I've had loads of fun working with you and it's been amazing. So
Oh, you're welcome.
here's to the next round. Well
Yeah.
done.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, last one, Jordan Trolley. So, Jordan's goal was to be more confident in himself. He was always worrying about what everybody else thought. That's why I've just called him Charlie, because he's not bothered anymore. A little bit bothered. And also, I'm a little bit curious because I've been asked to do him last, but I'll ask about that in a minute. So, you were working on your confidence. Where do you think you are now?
Oh, I'm alright now. I mean, I've always been confident with people like that I'm close to. It's other people, the little problem.
Worrying what they thought. and
Yeah,
Judgment was a big one for you, wasn't it?
yeah. But I do a shit now, so.
Sounds good. So what you learned? What have you learned about yourself on the course?
That I'm enough, and it don't really matter what people think about me, as long as the people close to me care.
That's a real valid message, isn't it? I am enough, and it doesn't really matter about anybody else. Okay, stay there.
So why?
I don't know.
What
but
do you
I
want?
was asked
Come on.
to do you last.
Jordan, you're my colleague, and we all love you here. So I want to say a few words. How proud we are, and we all know how hard you work here. Yeah, apparently. He's our sports leader, whose knees have gone, but he's still good. Yeah, even though he's dropping to pieces.
I am.
So and we all know how much you like salt. And
Do I even want to? No, I don't.
So we've all clubbed together, staff, and bought you some salt.
You're all a bunch of
Where? No, wait, it'll probably off his desk. We've got piles of it. Listen, you've got a problem, mate. That's been up there all morning. As soon as you walked down, that's all you saw. An obsession is a thought that pushes out all other thoughts. You didn't even see all the people here, you just saw salt.
I see them every day.
Right, time for the clean time countdown. So, work out how clean you are. The new benchmark is 9 days. So if it's today or in 9 days, you can pick up a chip. Yeah, 2 weeks won't work, Mitch. Sorry. Yeah.
Not even here for chip.
Not even here for chip. Yeah. No lions. Yeah. I know you from home. Yeah. Right, so I will hand you over to Daz to present 2 years. Yes? Then it's me.
Nice one. Where's the chip?
Jordan's putting salt on it somewhere. There, brother.
Thank you. Right, yesterday Sid asked me if I'd give him his 2-year chip. You know, I gave him his 18-month one as well. But now I've known Sid since we was 10 years old, 9, 10 years old, and we live on the same estate. We've been through active addiction, like I said earlier, for 35, 40 years. He's always been a great lad. You know, he's always been a great lad. He's like a brother to me. And, you know, he's going through a bit of an hard time at the minute. And I picked him up Tuesday. I had an hard day Tuesday. Sid had a shit day Tuesday. I picked him up from Cleethorpes. And on the way home, instead of saying, oh, fucking hell, I want a beer, or I want a, you know, I want a drug, we both just looked at each other and said, we need a meeting. You know, so we got back, went to a meeting and kind of helped us a little bit. But I'm not going to say much more because, you know, I want Sid to come up here and tell you about his recovery and where he is today. But like I said, Sid, you're like a brother to me, mate. I'm proud of you. You're an inspiration to me. You know, we all have this little joke where Sean won't relapse because he don't want Sid to have more clean time than him. And Sid won't relapse because he don't want me to have more time than him. So, you know, he got me, our kid, and Sid was all in active addiction together for 30, 40 years. And we're all here now doing what we need to be doing. So, proud of you, Sid. You're an inspiration to me, and I love you, mate. Come get your chip, pal.
Beautiful.
Well done, Sid.
Well done, Sid. Beautiful speech, that one. Right. You all, well, most of you know what I'm going through. Like 3 weeks ago, I lost my girlfriend, and life's been a bit fucking hard at the minute. I did bring part of it with me. I brought her glasses and a picture with me to see me through this speech. I normally just wing my speeches, but because it's what's gone on and everything, I actually writ it down so I didn't forget what I wanted to say. Right. Because this is a speech I never thought I would have to do. It's a bittersweet day today, obviously. I'm happy to be celebrating 2 years clean, but I'm sad because the person I wanted to hear sharing this moment with the most died 3 weeks ago. And when she died, I lost not only my partner, I lost my best friend, my soulmate, and my biggest supporter in life and my recovery. I'm probably the best woman I've ever met in my life. People keep telling me how strong I am in dealing with it, but the truth is, I'm not. It's not something I've chosen to do. It's something that's been thrust upon me, and I'm just navigating my way through it as best as I can. And anyone here that's heard me tell my life story knows I've just gone from fucking tragedy to tragedy. I'm no stranger to dealing with this kind of thing. I've lost friends, close friends, family. I've seen friends die. I've found friends dead. And I thought I knew what grief was. But when it's your partner and someone you love and want to spend the rest of your life with, it's different. Well, out here, I'm surrounded by people who want the best for me. I've got good friends in here, out there. I've got my college friends. I've got my family supporting me. I've got Gemma's family supporting me. But I just feel so alone and lost and empty. Like part of me's missing and been ripped out. I won't lie to you all, when I'm at home, the using thoughts are all over me. It's in the back of my mind, that little addiction telling you, yeah, you can take this pain away for a few hours. But because I know all that shit, and I know what it is, and I know it's my addiction preying on me when I'm at my most vulnerable, I see it for what it really is. It won't make the pain go away, it'll make everything just worse. It'll make it come back tenfold further down the road. And it says in the book, we have to learn to deal with life on life's terms. Well, this is life's terms. Going forward, I need to concentrate on what I've gained in my recovery and not what I've lost. I've had one of the best years of my life, and I've got some memories I'll carry with me forever. When I came here 2 years ago and walked up them steps, I had fuck all. I had the clothes on my back, and I just knew that something had to change. I didn't know what, but I knew that
I had to do something. I couldn't carry on anymore. So I learnt the programme. I did the groups over and over and over again. And then after I'd been here a few months, I decided I didn't just want to stop taking drugs. That wasn't enough. I wanted to go all the way, build a life for myself beyond my wildest dreams. The life that I used to lay in jail cells dreaming about. So I started enrolling in little short college courses and got a little taste for education. And then I did my level 2 and 3 in counselling. And then at that stage I had a little bit of a dilemma. I could have gone on to Leeds University and done a degree in criminology, or I could have stayed where I was and done my level 4 counselling. And I chose to do the counselling because I felt like I could make it and become a drug counsellor. Then all them years of pain and misery weren't wasted. They were all leading up to this moment, so I could use them skills to help other people out of that life the way I was helped out of it by this place and the people in this place. I've had some amazing opportunities over this last year or so. I've been to prisons to tell my life story of how I managed to get out of addiction. And for someone like me who spent a massive part of their lives in and out of prisons, to get the chance to go in was an experience I'll never forget. Last summer I was invited to Kensington Palace for Volunteers Week. Again, another experience that'll stay with me forever. And then at college, the principal in Northern College invited me into the office one day. I've never been into a principal's office unless I was getting kicked out of school. It was like, oh, we've heard your story. Would you like to become an ambassador for adult education? They wanted to use my story to get other people back into education. And under that role as ambassador, I have meetings with the Mayor of West Yorkshire to discuss strategies. And it's just, to come from where I've come from, to be doing that is crazy. I get people messaging me all the time saying, don't fall off the wagon, keep going, do it for Gemma. And the truth is, I was doing this before I met Gemma, and I will carry on doing it, not just for her, but for myself. Thank you all.
Well done, Sid. Well done, brother. Yeah, well done. Yeah. Now it's back to Keith. Yeah, yeah.
Keith Day.
Keith Day. Yeah, this is the last bit of Keith Day, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Or are the beats Keith related?
Some of them.
Yeah, yeah. 18 months, Keith. Would have thought it. Yeah. When I saw you walking around that car park on your assessment day, I never thought you'd get to in. Never mind 18 months. As you all know, Keith's as mad as a box of frogs. Yeah. Or mad as chips, as they say around here. Yeah. Mad as chips. Yeah. But if the whole world fought like Keith does, the world would be a beautiful place. He's got heart of gold. Yeah. And he's one of my best sponsors for people in here. Yeah. I was worried about him at first as well, so I used to let him sit in with me when I was sponsoring people to learn. But it came apparent on the very first time that he didn't need no guiding through it. The way he talks about the book is exactly how he should do. And if you want to stay clean forever, do exactly what he does. Yeah, because he knows how to stay clean. Come on, Keith, get your chip.
Well done, Keith.
See, I was nice, yeah?
Yeah, you were, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you off with that, yeah.
He keeps telling me I've got to be nice to him.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't have made it to 18 months from a year without having people to take through the steps. So I just want to thank absolutely everyone I've taken through the steps, past and present, for helping me reach this milestone in my recovery. To me, it doesn't seem much. You know, it doesn't seem much at all. It's just got like routine. You know, doing the things that's suggested, and it's flew by the past 6 months. And it's just I'm living a life now where actually I want to enjoy the life I'm living instead of just having to get drugs to make that happen. And seeing the things that came to pass for me come to pass for others, or I've helped through the work, is just an experience money can't buy. And I love this fellowship with all my heart. The fellowship we've got in Reflections, it means so much to me, and to be part of this place still and going forward. I just want to say thank you very much.
Well done, Keith. You're doing an amazing job here.
Just remember, before you start these, 2 things. I know where you live, and I live on your estate.
Well, that might have changed my mind. I might do some more now. No, because obviously it's Keith Day, so I'm going to do some Keith beats, but I couldn't think of any positive beats for Keith, so kept him to a minimum. But listen, jokes aside, you're doing an amazing job sponsoring people here. You're a massive part of this framework, and we love you. And your greasy persuasion.
I don't. I don't like him.
But soon Keith Day will be over and go back to normal. Right. Get your fingers out. Count up your clean time. Do we all know the rules? Anybody know?
Couple.
Right. Think you're missing out, so you hang with Stevie and Dom. 11 months clean. That is much more fun.
11 months? Come on.
Keep coming back.
I'm terrible that right.
Well, some might think different. Your ex wants you back. Now you got Pip. 10 months clean. Don't think about another dip. Come on! Wasted here, wasted. Blame a failed piss test on eating poppy seeds from some bread. 9 months clean, clearing that off your head. Well, some cheap dates today. No more nipping into Aldi, stealing all the gammon. 8 months clean, and most nights eating salmon. Yes, Percy!
I'm 7.
1-7. Thanks for reminding me.
Thank you.
Well done, brother.
Well done, boys.
Cheers.
Well done.
No, it's fun.
Saltburn Strangler.
Finally, some customers. Right, 10 minutes on the sunbed. Feel like a new man. 7 months clean, regardless of your tan. Yes, Johnny! Yes, well done. Yes, Desmond.
Well done, Des. Well done, Johnny.
Cheers, mate.
You came here looking like Freddie Mercury when he was riddled with AIDS. 6 months clean is worthy of some praise. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Christy.
Yes, Ryan.
Go on, Tyler. Well done, brother.
You swapped smack for grease. Your new dealer is Greg's. 5 months clean and larger size kegs. Well done, brother.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate. I appreciate it.
No desire to score, clean for 4. No fours, no fours. No need for a spree, clean for 3. Come on! Yes, Garget. Well done, you. Yes, Carlito. Get him with boss on. Yes, Carl. Well done.
Well done, Carl. Carl.
Feeling brand new because you're clean for 2. Yes, Brandon. Well done, brother. Yes, brother. Well done. Yes, Joe. Well done, brother.
Well done, Joe.
Right. Back in the room. Barry's gone. Clean for one. Yes, Mark. Well done. Yes, Jerky. Right.
Most important one now.
Yeah, have you got yours, Dave?
I have always.
Right. If you're new, it's time to change your life. Come on down for your 24-hour chip. Come on! Ah, Risa's back. Yes, Johnny. Well done, Right, that is the end of Keith Day, is it not?
That is it. We're done. Yeah. Thank you for coming, everybody. I'll see you all next month. All right.